it looks like there's too much chaos in Kenya that our leaders are willing to import it into the nearby countries like Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Somalia, and so on. A few days ago, there is this woman, Mother Karua, running a party called the People's Liberation Party, and she has been touring around East Africa, trying to trigger these governments. I was listening to her when she was in Uganda, and she said some really foul things about the government there, about the dictatorship that is happening. It looks like she is trying to fight those kinds of governments so that they can introduce a kind of government that is running our country, Kenya. And as you can see, we are full of self-expression, liberty to say what we want about the government in comparison to these other countries that they are visiting. So I don't want to say much. I just want you to take a look before I give you my 2 cents. And radani, sip your hibiscus to keep your skin smooth, to keep your health going for the long term. And we are going to begin it like this.
We thought that as citizens of Jumuiya we were free, but not yet uhuru. The great Mwalimu Nyerere, who welcomed all people, the oppressed of Africa, this is not what he must have envisaged, that we can be detained here. The common thread among us, we are guests of East Africa Law Society, and there is fear in this government of our dear Mama Suluhu about people who may be interested in the politically motivated cases against Tundu Lissu. Aluta continua.
Aluta continua.
We are awaiting deportation. Here we are. These are our bags. They've just given us back our bags on the way to the deportation.
You see, these are 2 women fighting, and it's so weird that you will expect a cat fight to involve claws, slaps, and pulling of wigs, but how unlucky we did not get to see that. I was expecting they are going to meet an iron slap from Mama Suluhu, but it looks like she went with the calm approach just to deport them peacefully back to their own country. Our own country, Kenya. Anyway, what she's saying is that the guy who liberated Tanzania, I think, Julius Nyerere, that he will not condone such a thing that our fellow African members will be deported. As you can see, they have been deported. She implies that he will have let those people come into the country and do their own thing. And that's where most people go wrong with this kind of African thing. These forms of not respecting boundaries, this is now my idea. This form of not respecting other people's boundaries is what brings down the government of other people. Kuna watu wengine wanaweza angalia Tanzania waseme that as she had said, that there is fear in this government of Mama Suluhu. But what if it's not fear? What if they are just protecting themselves because they were met by a critical, traumatizing moment during the pandemic period? You remember Magufuli, as last time I wanted to show you Magufuli. So sai Magufuli was deleted. And since that happened, probably they decided to constrict themselves and take a different approach towards international matters. Yeah, and with that said, you will understand that they might be doing it for their own sake, and the chaos in our country might be so much from the outside looking in. If you are watching this clip, maybe you are not in Kenya, from the outside looking in, you will see that there is a lot of chaos in Kenya, but actually there is a lot of peace, but a lot of corruption as well. it looks like they want to import this kind of thing to other countries. I don't know why our leaders are always looking to go to other nations and give their agenda. We saw Ruto the other day, alienda New York time ya a particular thing, and he was paraded into the on stage advertising that the United States people should come and visit our country, and it looks like he was allying with the US. But little did we know, on this next video, listen to Ruto speech in China that has landed Kenya in hot soup with USA. It looks like USA, they are like venye anaitangwa na Andrew Schulz ama that comedian guy. Are they our daddies? I understood this thing, but before I understood what is happening, let's first listen to what he said and what the other guy who is reviewing him from US says about it.
Trade partners, we are co-architects of a new world order, one that is fair, inclusive, and sustainable.
Many African nations maintain troubling ties with China, including key national security partners. Just last month, President Ruto declared that Kenya, a major non-NATO ally, and China are co-architects of a new world order. It's time to reassess our relationship with Kenya and others who forge tight bonds with China. And it isn't just an embracement of China, but also the, quote, new world order.
Kenya.
If you are keen enough, you will realize that there is tension between the United States and China. There is tension because of the tariffs, even though they came to an agreement and shook hands just for 90 days. After 90 days, we are clearly going to see what will happen next after those 90 days. So, they are aiming to tighten their belts onto the ones that they have allied with, or the countries that they are controlling. And to tighten their belt, I mean, they would like to keep this guy, Ruto, our president, in check, because this is, you can see in this clip, Ruto is now in Beijing, I think. It was in Beijing. If it's not, correct me down in the comments. Ruto was in China and he was claiming that we are in the forefront of this new global power, and the new global power is BRICS. BRICS is an alliance of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and they are trying to fight against the dollar, or the dollarization of the market or the economy, that the global they are fighting against the dollarization of the global market, such that they may have easier ways to conduct their businesses, because they realize that the US is using their dollar as a form of regulation, as a form of control, and as a form of imposing power over them ever since the Second World Vita. So this is what has just happened. Are they going to tighten their leash? This guy Ruto, our president, is saying that we are in the forefront because it is China that is necessary, or that is involved critically in the connection of our continent. They are building things known as SGR, or trains that can move goods, that can move and travel people. And as we all know, China has already proven to be the most technological advancing country in the whole world. So why will he not ally with them? And this brings me now to my final point as I close this video. I understood what he's doing, because when you look at our government policy in Kenya, you will understand that our policy is we don't ally with anyone. We always go and see what they have to offer to us. That's why this guy, ever since he was elected, this guy, our president, Ruto, he has been in very many dens of world powers. By dance, I mean he has been to Germany, he has been shaking hands with the president of Finland, or is it the ruler? I don't know. He has been shaking hands with the European Union, he has been shaking hands with the United States, and now he's shaking hands with China. You might look at it like because he has faced opposition from other opposition leaders in South Africa like Malema. Malema is claiming that when he got into power, he was claiming that he wanted to make Africa great and he wanted to unite Africa, but when he is in power, he's still using the dollar. So, when you look at all this that is happening, you will understand that our country has a particular policy, or our intelligence services, because that is what is running our country. They have a particular kind of method that they follow. And this method puts us in the forefront of danger and it puts us in the forefront of reward. Inaitangwa high risk, high reward. Najua high risk, high reward. Niko na hayo machache ya kukuambia on this video. Remember, subscribe to this channel. Give us a comment, give us a like on this video for more videos like this. Let me know what you think, and always drink hibiscus to make to make yourself healthy, so that we may have a long life to see Africa transform. Cheers, man. Hey, it is the bitter things in life that matter.